Movie Pathology 2008. Story: crazy doctors play strange game in this film. In this game, she used to defeat people. No one could have foreseen this. How did it happen? What is the beginning? What about the main character? By showing something, time was already up and the doctor was with his wife. She refused to let him go to practice, was going to a hospital in another city. After this, he stayed. It was correct in studies. He did. He reached the hospital again, where she encountered a gentleman, which was brought to the laboratory, whose name was Pathology. Many doctors here, bodies, tearing clothes during medical checkup. After a while, most famous professor here. The person who was a doctor is currently meeting the professor. Why? Was she acquainted with him? Next day, Prof and Kai doctor examine child's body. Among all, doctor blamed for child's death. Why explain how he died? But he listened carefully to what she said. If Jake disagreed with the cause of death, he wouldn't do it? Check body as per your death calculations. Explains reason? Listening, Professor? They say yes. Method told is correct. That's how it happened. I got angry hearing this. He leaves from there wearing a file by speaking straight. Because today someone proved her wrong for the first time. Did someone do that too? Did not happen. Work slow. When going home from hospital, doctor pushes and asks, "What is this? No one likes you." He finds this strange. He leaves thinking it's a joke. The next day, they receive another body. To verify, did you mean a dead body? The corpse shook. Why is something common found in corpses as the brain remains alive briefly? And he doesn't even know that the one who died hits him on the neck with a sharp object, which breaks the mind of the corpse and the relationship between you. After reducing, when he started to leave, he came to the boy who brought him here. He says that I am very impressed with your work. You work very well. Yours. Due to the complaint, I desire to establish a friendship with you, for which it was acknowledged, and consequently, they became friends. Let us observe the opinions of all the doctors who collaborate with me. Ted did not know, but he finds it a little strange, and he also goes by ignoring them. Starting the next day, the doctor checked the deceased body daily, only in the presence of Ted. Arrival message? Already, I felt unwell, recalling his wife. Hence, it's deemed necessary to attend the party. At the party, they start enjoying coming, drinking alcohol, or it was found that she is a female doctor. He's a great friend of Victory. Here, we were discussing if this is possible. How can we eliminate someone without it appearing in their report? Cause of his death? Unable to find reason? Ask again if you have chance to kill someone like this. So what? Do you kill him? Will you give? Does it answer this? Not. I can't do that. The child's body was checked. What? That girl? Did someone kill due to laptop? Is it human nature to understand? Why not even for a small reason? And laws have been made for such people. Here, all the talk we had is useless. We can't kill anyone. No one has that much courage. But what did he know he was saying this in front of her? To kill people? Daily work. He has done such work. Those who can never be imagined. People talk like this. Party too. All night, basti, talk. When she started to leave, she says she wants to meet you again like this. Yes, next time we both are alone. And me did not meet the next day. So they drink a lot of alcohol, drive the car at high speed after getting drunk, is taken back. He was drunk here. Is he conversing with one individual? The thug. Inside the residence? Come and bring the child, see. I started thinking if I am here too. But he was so intoxicated that he does it immediately. Next morning, hangover persisted. To work, what pathology emerged? Let's see. Deceased going to examine medically today. The one who spoke last night. Seeing this, the CTET intoxication decreased. All doctors together caused the death of a goon. Explain the reason to the professor. Did it appear that he was attentive? Did not accomplish. He was aware that no one here would be able to discern the true reason behind the doctor's arrival. This man was attacked on his head. Before the attack, he was poisoned. Does it mention the poison's name here? The killer administered this poison because he was aware that he would be unable to discover information about a certain individual. There will be no investigation in anyone. First of all, it was poisoned, then the killer waited for 7 hours. After that, he attacked it 18 times and then shot a bullet. All this, listening. He was impressed but also angry. Why is it so smart? How did you discover? That is the reason he lifts the heart of the goon and throws it up, causing his death. Then Jeep Ted is summoned for a meeting upon completing the task. 100-year-old, the destruction of that goon occurred. Do I know you killed him? Said what? Do you study? In city, approx pop? No one will be impacted. And if I did well by hitting it, he stated, I'm a human. Here, corpses appear daily. The series isn't like that. But it's one. Is it a game of death? You join in too. It's fun. Hope you like it. Did any one of these doctors cause the death of an innocent individual? While the rest of the companions were contemplating how this incident transpired? And who can kill it? The doctor who kills? She used to tell the reason for death. And how did you kill it? Is he insane, doctor? I've been playing this peculiar game for numerous years. Declines. Him. One is lost, who only kills his own innocent people. What does it say? I understand. Won't you listen to me? If not, agreed? So it's better for you to go like this. When he began to go, let's see what death is like in a strange game. Jake not alone, instead. And there are others too, those playing this game together. Knowing all, I'm troubled. Your thoughts? Think. He does not sleep because in the end he was informed so easily that he has no fear of going to the police. In distress, he calls Jack, but his trouble increases. Majid. He tells her near the corpse in the basement. Do I have marks on your fingers and I've come leaving evidence? If you tell, they'll catch you. Kindly let me know about the information you shared with me regarding the qualities on the next day. You mean you informed her that she was given poison? So we didn't encounter anyone. I was happy to hear that I had a phone call with a cleanliness rating of 1. No one can tell about it. Sometimes, does he meet her alone? And what does he say now? Did I tell truth? How did you do it? Was he understanding as Rahu? Yet, he lived. Then you completely shattered her spirit. Then go to the basement. Did he hit her head 18 times, which caused his death? It was accurate to hear. And he apprehended her. Following this, we observed that he commenced to experience concern and unease. Because, did he know? I work amidst the mad, when he sat alone for a day. So what is the inquiry of the second scene? What, will you join us? No reply. She tells him while giving it, did it reach our hospital? New, from, starting now, you see. Oh. When he goes, so he brought one injured man who first shot his wife and 2 children. Later attempted suicide, miraculously survived. Condition was poor. Teddy Bear reminds me of one thing. Some people have no right to live, and those people, bad people who do wrong things. That's why he shuts his mouth with his wallet. In order to prevent him from shouting, the poison junction takes his life. Jack had witnessed him doing so. That's why he knows about the trade tonight. Will you keep watching TV news repeatedly to see if there's any news about me? It is not being told that trade has caused death. But slowly you will realize that it did not matter to anyone. After a few days, you'll be a different person from everyone else. Not afraid of anyone like us? Killer? Then whether they are good people, these innocent people, even after that they become a part of their game. One night, they played the game while high. You engaged in strange activities. He observed everything with his own eyes. What was it? But now he also started enjoying this game. The next day, when he opened his eyes, he saw that everyone had left me. However, they are performing their tasks in this manner, with only a limited number of friends. Female doctor, with yourself, she takes the data to one person's house, and she says that this man is my father, where I was treated very wrong with my heart, and now to die in this game. Next time it's yours, I want you to help me with this. She pretends to cry while saying this. Even the dead started feeling it. With this, definitely something went wrong. To support, he agreed, in his mouth. One puts in the chemical, it was so cold that his paper becomes a stone. Female doctor seeing this. He shattered all of his bones by striking him forcefully. He yearns so intensely that he perishes instantaneously. He was taken to the lab to examine his treatment to determine the cause of death and the perpetrator. In this case, it was not a big deal to catch and the cause of death. He knew that my friend is not a civil doctor, but he was also surprised how a tall and powerful man... How can a girl alone kill? He was suspicious, so he came to Ted and asked about this one. Are all doctors causing the death of their patients without any assistance? Did you not provide support to him in any location? Refuse? Not? No such thing, brother. After hearing, he left, said, "Did my friend mention his fake teddy bear?" He has a habit of listening. He does this with everyone. I was surprised to hear that because I had made a mistake that my friend had lied to me. In anger, he went to him and started threatening. So you lied to me. However, in the future, it would not be advisable to engage in actions that cause the death of many people and also involve checking all the bodies, which was enjoyable like other activities for the boy who brought him here, a friend. He realizes that the behavior of the dead is quite strange. He no longer stays with me. He stays with me for one day and comes to the professor and asks if you are quite confused or do you need any help. And because Ted, in your work, hi so much, he was having so much fun that he was not paying attention to his real life, he says. No? So there's nothing wrong, everything is fine, and anyway, if I seem a little upset, I'm gonna meet my wife. When he comes home, he sees his friend who was a little sad because of his departure, but still goes to his wife. His wife was also clearly seeing that there is a little change, but his attention distracts that there is nothing like that and keeps everything hidden, doesn't tell anything. Now, when it's time for him to go back, his wife insists on going with him. He didn't want to, but he couldn't refuse her and back at home. Consequently, now examine his wife from earlier, all of it. Removes the marks. However, packets of intoxication are still discovered. She seems to respond to inquiries. What is this? Are you getting addicted? What's not new? What about tomorrow? What about night? Did my friends have a party here? Perhaps you misspoke. Did you mean the next day? That's when the rest of the people had also come. Dear friend, when she sees Ted's wife. So she started feeling jealous. That's why she ruins her mood and leaves everyone. And she does not talk to anyone. Did you see this thing? So he became very angry. Why? He knew that there must be something in between. This. My friend just kicks his wife and takes her away. After that, it seems like everyone gets angry at their friend. And he departs from there by stating the opposite directly at his house. She was asleep. At the stroke of midnight, it was I who made the call to initiate the game, as a consequence of his previous action of spilling blood on the ground. You too. He was doing crazy things. He was falling repeatedly while wandering. Do you get angry? Cannot kill in this manner. What was the statement you made when we were together? Rubbish? I desire for you to maintain distance from everything. Far from my friend too. I know it's not your fault. Everyone is betraying me. She is the one who is after you. That is the reason why I am not doing anything to you. Go and wait for his friend outside of his house. However, he says to leave from here. She started doing strange things with him. And he watches him do it, meaning no one here related to anyone. Everyone betraying each other. Next day, G says enough is enough. Now I don't want to play this game. It responds that it is not possible. No one can quit this game. If you do that, you will go to jail. He was making threats towards the deceased. Please leave these items. Which body are we going to examine? It is going to be surprising. Is it? He only comes to the basement. Why? Did he intend to do all this now? Next day, all those people gather together. Almost everyone agreed that he should be killed, thinking of removing him from his path. As the curtain is removed, so we see that she was not someone else but a female doctor friend. In Jake, I killed. Look at him. No one surprised. No one affected by his death. To cut his body and check. As soon as the light is turned on, suddenly it becomes a big issue, which sets fire everywhere. Everyone dies in such a fire. The whole plan was there, so he was not with the people. Let's discuss this incident. We found 4 similar bodies. 4 teddy bears were shocked as there should have been 5, not 6. Because 5 people inside? Whoever alive in me? The one escaped from there. Next movie. We see that he is not just a man but life. He is going to Ted's wife's house to take revenge, where he kills his wife. All? I got nervous after knowing. Does he start calling? When his wife doesn't answer, he gets more worried, immediately starts running to his house. But it had been quite a while, because his wife had died. He got it. broke after seeing, put on street, cries incessantly. He understood responsibility of all this. The next day, go to the professor. They say that I am haunted by the ghost of your wife's death. I don't want to give it to my wife. And someone else wore a hat. So I will do a medical checkup of his life. After that, it starts testing different tests. Trim body, in report. He says wife had life-threatening illness. She was slain. One state worked till late because such, here I come, and he attacks Ted. Him, consciousness too, Lockhart. He says I'll get revenge. Today. You reported sick. True, this time. You won in everything. You have killed your wife. Now kill this too. Does it happen? These friends? Sorry, the truth was known. Report. I made a mistake on purpose, so my wife's family wouldn't know his blood was shed. Then he adds the chemical. The man who lives for 7 minutes. A man can see and understand everything but cannot move himself. Move forward with all your hatred to take revenge on everyone. Life starts to cut like this, causing much pain. She died in agony. And thus, Teddy kills all and seeks revenge on his wife and others. Even his own fault, he realized. And thus, the movie ends.